second round, we have Rosalie Botkin. Let's give it up for Rosalie.
My grandmother has hands like bleached maple leaves, and you can smell syrup on her. Patricia is her name, and it means noble, but we just call her Pat Pat, and she was old when I was born. I never got to see the willow bark of her skin in its sapling form, no. When I arrived on the scene, her hair, it was already cotton candy pulled from mercury, and I love her. You see, before last year, the only things I knew about Russia were what came from the movie Anastasia, coupled with long car ride ramblings of my mother, like Eugene Botkin was the court physician for Tsar Nicholas II. He went into exile with the Romanovs following the Russian Revolution of 1917, and was murdered, along with the family, at Yekaterinburg, then canonized as a martyr by the Russian Orthodox Church outside of Russia in 1981. About 8 years before you were born. And all I can think is, wow, Russia, an unmolested land of tribes, photographs of St. Basil's Cathedral with its unicorn thimbles left by God when he gave up putting stitches in the ozone haunt my eyes, and this is the legacy conjured by my birth certificate, Redzengat, Tarkani, Sveti. Ribs, cockroaches, and flowers, Eugene Botkin, a healer taking bullets he was trained to remove, and my grandmother, her legacy. 5 children worth of lullabies, and if you were to follow one red clay dirt road in her lifeline somewhere, you could find me. My name is Rosalie Botkin, and I'm adopted. An import, as I like to joke to new friends when I introduce my white mother, and I see the color spectrum mathematics of my breeding in their eyes. Because from a young age, by way of watching nature documentaries, I learned that no matter how fast a zebra runs, it cannot be seen as gray. I cannot be seen as gray. But I never had a bad idea I didn't like, or at least take for a ride. So in the alchemy of dawn, one night, to look more like the zebra, I painted white lightning bolts on my face with my mother's makeup, because my grandmother was an Entwife. And if you were to cut through my trunk, you would find age rings deeper than Russia's Mother River Volga, and I still remember my grandmother cutting an apple in half for a pie and showing me its heart, a deconstructed pentagram, an earthbound star, and what I know now is the world's simplest kind of love spell. But I will never accept that some people, like the stars, have a light you don't even know is died because it takes so long to reach you. Why did I never notice, Pat Pat? Your eyes losing their color and their memory, being leached like the essence from tea bags by silk dinner napkins. When you die, Pat Pat, and the moments coming sooner than even I would like to admit, the sunset of your existence being consumed by Langoliers to make room for a new day. I will not let my eyes adjust. I will fight my fate like Daphne did the advances of Apollo and become a dryad. Then I will walk around blind for days, caressing the other trees like lovers and asking if they have seen you. My grandmother, the Entwife, the garden this rose grew up in. Thank you.